Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Ethereum, Solana and Injective price prediction based on the Elliott wave analysis we're gonna see today on the 2 hours chart for those three coins. What's going on? So we're gonna start with Ethereum, where we have double 1 2 here, wave 3 4 5 F4 and a 5 finished wave 1 or a wave A followed by a W X and a Y, hitting perfectly the 0.38 fib level for a wave 2 or a wave B. After this, we see double 1 2 continuation toward the upside. We saw, of course, a very clear wave 3, and then, of course, very clear wave 4 hitting the target as our expectations. And of course, we're looking right now at a wave 5 4 and a 5 still to be continued toward the upside. If we move inside it and inside this wave 5, we can see clearly that after reaching the target for a wave 4, we continue for higher prices 1 2 3, and of course wave 5 is unfolding, I would say extended toward the upside. And of course, in this case scenario, I'm choosing, of course, a wave 1 2 here, 1 2 3 4 and a 5, and you have, of course, an expanding flat wave 4 there, no invalidation taken, and starting, of course, a double 1 2 again, 1 wave 2 again, expanding flat wave 1 2 again, 3 4 and a 5, a 4 and a 5, and again expanding a flat wave 4, not finished yet, guys, with this potential wave 4 that we are looking at here, unless, of course, we see continuation toward the upside. Therefore, I'm gonna call this kind of like a wave 4 very sideways, which is, of course, reflecting or alternating this wave 2 here as a sideways. If we go to the 15-minute chart, we can see here a potential 3 waves down, 3 waves up, again 3 waves down. Yeah, it can be, of course, here kind of a W, X, and a Y. However, we can see the low is exactly there. I'm not really convinced that this is an impulse start. It can be, guys, ABC 1 2 here, and then wave 3, then wave 4 very deep, and continuation towards the upside. However, not very clear, but would be much more clear, of course, if it takes a those fib level as an expanding flat, because we see the 1.38 taken from the A to the B to the C, of course, having, of course, those expanding flat unfolding over there. Unless, again, of course, this is a 1 2 3 4 and a 5. How do we know? Simply taking the high. If we see the high moving toward the upside, you might be here in a 1 2 again and continuation, or I would say even can finish simply the wave 5. And the wave 5, of course, in this scenario, where is the wave 3 actually? We need the wave. Oh, the wave 3 is finished. So yes, it's gonna finish a wave 5, because you have here a 1 2 3 4 and a 5, a very extended wave 5, so understandable. And after this, it means, of course, you're gonna finish here. The next count is, of course, the wave 5 as well with this one, right? So it's gonna finish all of it. Yeah, so we have to be careful, guys. We finish almost around this area, but we still have, of course, a 4 and a 5, which it might be our orange scenario. But this one has to be, of course, a big wave for 5, because, of course, it is a, yeah, I would say it is a bigger one here, the last one. Yeah, so you have 1 2 1 2. You finish now the wave 3. So you have 1 2 3 4 5 as wave 3, and then we proceed with the wave 5. So let me clean up this chaos to show you the price. What do we mean here? So we have a 1 2 3 4 and a 5, and you finish here, of course, a wave 3 of 1 2, right? 1 2 and wave 3, and we're still looking for 4 and a 5. This is gonna, of course, finish all of it here. This impulse is gonna finish a 1 2 1 2, of course, 3 4 5 4 5 for a wave 1, right? So this is a big wave 1. You have a wave 2 here, and we're looking for this wave 3 finished over there. And that means, in a bigger overview, again, sorry guys, I'm explaining it without the labels, because the labels sometimes it becomes very very messy, right? In this case scenario, we are looking for a 4 and a 5, simply continuation in the round here. And that means, of course, in the daily, if we go back to the daily here, let me show you what do we have and how we're going to reach our target in, of course, double 1 2. Here we go. This is exactly our target that we would like to see: wave 3, wave 4, and a wave 5. Exactly, guys. Yeah, so this is what I'm looking for Ethereum. We're still looking for higher. We're still, of course, looking for higher. It's not done yet. Now, what I'm very eager for it for Ethereum in this scenario is to take the 4,100. Taking the 4,100 will make sure that we are done. Okay, we're definitely bullish. Okay, because you invalidate this triangle A, B, C, D, E. Because right now I'm still scared about this wave to turn into a wave D, and then yeah, diving deeper again for this scenario, which is a triangle, wave D and then wave E. So I'm very eager, honestly, for Ethereum to take the 4,100 because Ethereum is the leader of this bull run for the altcoins, I would say. He's the most bullish and the best performer, of course, between all the altcoins right now. He's back, by the way, after a very, very long sleep. So he's back to the field here of the battle, and I think that yes, we're still aiming to that. But yeah, we need this. We need this number. All right, we need this number to take it. And I'm afraid right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to be finished without taking this and then dropping very massively for a wave E again, which is of course finishing this triangle anyway, going back again. But that is not the plan, right? For all of us, I think it's not the plan. So, but keep it in mind, guys. Keep it in mind. We're not amateurs here. We just, of course, keep the things in mind. And of course, we want to keep the scenario there. So, preferably 4,100. Please remind me in the comments once we reach it. I appreciate it if you can remind me and to reanalyze it directly once we take the 4,100. And thank you for that, guys. So basically, this is regarding Ethereum. I'm still looking for higher at the end. This is a 1, 2, 3. If the wave 3 is finished, I'm still looking even for higher internally for 5 to finish a wave 3 and then 4 and a 5. Great. So if we go back a little bit internally on the 1 hour chart here, I'm gonna try to reduce the mess here. It's too much, so I'm gonna remove this. Those we needed. Okay, this is the current. Those are the current FIPS, so we need them. Now we say here invalidation of triangle. Well, yeah, we need the 4,100 actually, or that was yeah, we're gonna remove it. That was triangle here potentially. So yeah, guys. So this is what I'm looking for right now, and we're gonna see, of course, if this wave 4 is finished or not. Of course, we're gonna see higher prices. And with this higher prices, we might see, of course, a finished wave 3. Maybe it's going to be extended. Nobody knows. It can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, shifting all of them towards the 4,100. And that would be awesome, honestly. For Solana on the 2 hours chart, we are looking at the scenario where we have a multiple 1, 2, 1, 2, and then another 1, 2. We're looking for wave 3 toward the upside in the blue scenario where we have an impulse wave 1, A, B, C, and then continuation. Now internally, we still have, of course, double 1, 2s. I'm going to explain here, even, sorry, triple 1, 2s. That's insane. So what is going on here is that you have already, of course, this is your 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 here to finish your wave 1, 2 again. Of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This is your orange scenario, and you have, of course, another 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Another 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 here, of course, and this is gonna be your white scenario. And finally, a gray scenario here in a leading diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, where you have, of course, a leading diagonal as a wave 1, guys. And a leading diagonal means a wave 1 for an impulse. Therefore, we might see, of course, a massive wave 3 towards the upside. And this is, of course, is going to lead us for very high prices. And that because, of course, we are very bullish right now. And we're looking on the daily for very high prices. And we're looking at least for the $250. So how can we reach it without those 1, 2s? Now, of course, we have to be careful on the 2 hours chart from the 1 to 1 fib level 243 here, which is, of course, an A, B, and a C. However, if you take a look here, if you have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, of course, we're going to pass the 1 to 1 fib level very, very clearly, guys. Yeah, so very far. And of course, we don't forget that you have 1, 2, 1, 2. So after this, And I believe that those small 1-2s here will expand fractally, meaning we're gonna see, of course, some longs for the greens here during this move towards the upside. We might see this and finishing with it, of course, a potential wave 3 a little bit higher, and then potentially 4-5, 4-5, 4-5 for higher prices. So everything is still, of course, bullish here. Even for Solana, we are in double 1-2s here, leading diagonal towards the upside. I'm still, of course, looking for what's gonna be here now. An indication that we are not bullish anymore is simply taking, of course, the 886, meaning ABC. In case, of course, it turns to an impulse, you take the 886, that is gone. We're not bullish, meaning what does it transform this to? A wave W, X, and a Y. Don't forget, it's a zigzag, 3 ways up. Be careful, guys. So, of course, we always keep in mind the both case scenarios, right? Always. Yes, so those are the alternative. Yeah, we're gonna stay with this one, which is the most possible scenario. I'm not gonna confuse you more with this, guys. Let's move for the next one, which is Injective. For Injective on the 1-hour chart as well, again, we see, of course, this bullish scenario. Let's go starting from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1. Wave 2, of course, W, X, and a Y, and we have double 1, 2, and wave 3, 4, and a 5. Well, invalidation, right? So alternative, we have 1, 2, and another 1, 2, therefore, right? And in this case scenario, I would say that this wave 3, by the way, should be in the top here and not there. So basically, what I'm looking for on the 1-hour chart, let's move inside it. After this 1, 2 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as you can see, I'm going to reduce the things to make it clearer. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Potentially finished can be, of course, here finished even wave 1 over there as 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So you have 1, 2, and then big 1, 2, and then continuation for higher prices. Right, and wave 2, because of course the invalidation is taken here, and we cannot consider it as an impulse. Now after this, on the 1-hour chart, we start to see a little bit of micro here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. Finish wave 1, ABC again, and then double 1, 2, also double 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. So as you can see, guys, we have multiples and plenty of 1-2s in every single chart right now. And the thing is, it didn't start yet any kind of a really bullish impulse toward the upside. It is simply still the beginning. Yeah, so we start right now, of course, to see 3, 4, and a 5 here, but I still believe, of course, that we're gonna see a very long one when it starts to be fractal, of course. Now, in the current scenario here, what's going on the micro is that you have a double 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Okay, done. We have a 1, 2, 3 here in the orange, and currently you're still looking at its correction. So why it's still correcting? Because of course you have hit perfectly the fib levels for a wave B and an A, B and a C toward the downside. You would like to finish this wave C around this area, as of course double boxes here in confluence, and I think we might still see something for lower. Yes, it can transform to something W, X, and a Y. Yes, very likely as well, unless of course we see directly a movement toward the upside, because I already see 5 ways down here hitting 1.38, so we have to be careful. It might of course move up so far from now. And of course, I'm looking for a wave 5 here. The wave 5, I'm going to reduce a little bit the things to keep clarity a little bit. Yeah, so the wave 5 can be, of course, in confluence with the zone 1. We have to be careful, all right? The zone 1, which is, of course, an ABC here, taken, of course, from this A. We don't have to forget, of course, A, B, and a C. It can be, of course, always a possibility, guys, a corrective wave. And in that case, if we finish exactly at the 1-to-1 fib level, we start to see something retracing downward impulsively. We have to, of course, estimate the area here. It is a testing area. We're going to see what's going to happen. Currently, we are testing this area. Obviously, it is corrective, guys, and we're still looking for higher. And the next move should be very high and fractal, I believe. I believe, of course, we're going to reach the one-to-one fib level. I believe this one, because if we take the fib levels from the wave 1 here based on the wave 3, we have a wave 5/1, and here we go. You will see clearly the confluence between the targets. Your precision or high precision is exactly the one-to-one fib level here. We might, of course, rebound from it, and we might pass it directly. Nobody knows. If we pass it, okay, that is even a clearer signal that we are very, very bullish here, and we're looking even for higher. The next targets or the next blue zone is this one exactly, 1.27, 1.618 for a wave 3 in the orange scenario, meaning wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And then you might get, of course, the wave 4 and a 5. What is the wave 4 here? 4 and a 5. To finish a wave 3, of course, in a big wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Continuation towards the upside. You know, the fractal process. That was it for Ethereum, Solana, and Injective. We're still very bullish, guys, despite the red for today. Give the market a little bit of fresh air to breathe, and of course it's going back to the track as, of course, a bullish scenario. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye bye.